Where'd that come from? This was just sitting right here, y'all. I haven't seen this at all until I just looked to the side. I'm sure it was there the whole time. I just didn't notice it because I got a lot of stuff on my desk. But it says trail maker. Hold on. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? 141 is significant. So, hold on, y'all, because I can't. What's up? Welcome to Ashley Strike 12. Y'all know where y'all at. Y'all know where home is. We know where home is. Just know that when you do come on this channel, you are on a divine line. It is secure. It is safe. This is a secure line directly connected to source. I don't know, I'm feeling like, you know how you may have expressed something and you was like, man, I did it like this. Everything was the truth. But it was like something very small that wasn't, and you like, hold on, let me go back and let them know that, yeah, you know, that part, you know what I'm saying? I didn't intentionally tweak it. I was being emotional. So emotional to where that small part, because you're a real motherfucker. You ain't got no choice but to tell the truth. You don't want to play with divine, right? You don't, when you are infinite and you're not a spectator of universal laws or worldly laws or individuals, right? You know that when you prophesize or when your perplexity, the perplexity that you have inside of you, the honor that you hold, the sacred knowledge that has been cremated. That's what they're telling me, cremated within you, right? When I say cremated, y'all, I'm talking about fire. I'm not talking about somebody, you know, your loved ones that experience that. This could be trigger warning. I can be trigger warning. So it's a trigger warning because, you know, I speak the truth. The truth is always going to trigger. It's going to always step in rooms unannounced and sometimes even unknown, you know, not being recognized. So let's get into it. I so wish I had some music, but I don't because my other phone is messed up. But it's been so many different things taking place and happening. And you know what I've been saying, like, for the past 2 days? Oh, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. I've been having that. I was just saying that. But I don't have no, my other phone is messed up. But I feel like, shit, I was doing this, though. Like, I was coloring. I haven't colored in a long time. I've been holding on to this since, how long have I had this? I've been had this for like 4 years and haven't colored it and always wanted to color it. So I just have put all my colors and markers and down and stuff. And y'all, I watched the whole Powerpuff Girls today. I'm all laughing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I really seen the power. Look at y'all. Anyway, that's the little girl in me having fun, right? Honoring her. But no, I'm coloring shit. It's not even therapeutic. I always wanted to finish this. I'm not showing y'all until I finish. So we're going to get into the message. I got something for y'all. If you ain't sleepy, you might want to stay around. If you ain't sleepy, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? No pressure around this motherfucker. And what I want to talk about. You know how you just show up different and it's like, damn. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about these changes. You know, it's nothing I can do about making a decision on how I move forward when there's another involvement in it. I'm doing it for me. It's new. It's a new way of life. So let's get into it. Know that when you come over here, you are on a secure line, a divine line. Rest is needed during this time. On some real shit, rest is needed, y'all. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of you guys. I'm seeing very few of you guys fall asleep while you listening to me. Like, you falling asleep? You ain't gonna even hear the whole thing. You gonna wake up and be like, let me start it back here, cause I remember. Yeah. So we're gonna get into the message, and it's very deliberate. This message is very deliberate. It is. It's prophetic. It's boundless. Oh, it's fortitude. So look, cause I'm not sitting here like, you know, I ain't got no music, so I'm gonna keep coloring. Shit, I'm gonna be doing something. I'm not gonna sit here and dress this shit up for y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I had to wrap my head up because my hair is messed up. But just know that I will come on here. I will come on here with my shit fucked up. I will come on, and then I was like, hey, well, let me put some lip gloss on. I didn't even feel like putting no fucking lip gloss on, y'all. It's been a long fucking day. It's been a long, not even day. I feel like it's been like 9, I don't know why I'm saying years, but like 9 months in one day, where it was just so many different transactional, it was so many soul transactions with individuals and people, and just seeing things, and things becoming crystal clear, because you know crystal clear was brought up a few weeks ago. You see, Spirit is speaking to us in riddles, but speaking to us in a frequency where our souls know that it's sense and we ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Forever. I don't know, I'm hearing that. Forever, my baby. Took me a minute to come on. I just took my time. Like, I didn't even do it on purpose. I just was like, damn, I'm so, look, I can't fight with the divine no more, y'all. I can't, man. I can't. You know what I'm saying? And when I say fight, I'm talking about as far as like, I'm talking about as far as honoring the anchor that don't belong to me. The honoring the anchor that don't belong to me. See, in the thick of it, in the beginning of it, the anchor has to be thrown out, and you think it's your anchor. You think that anchor You created that anchor. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're a creation of that anchor, you're a part of it, but that anchor was set there for you. Nobody else can see it, right? You know how they be like, God got a promise, and that right there, I promise I won't allow these motherfuckers to railroad me into some shit that I know. You know what I'm saying? It's not who I am. And I don't have to be loud. No, no, no. I'm hearing proper. Mama like, it's okay to be proper, baby. It's okay to be proper. Because even then, you're still going to be the one that your properness is going to still be taken on and delivered and used and misused and misconstrued. Just listen to what I'm saying. It's going to all come together, right? So, remember the other day I was talking about greed? I was like, and I was reading, I had pulled a card. I didn't even look for it, y'all. I am fixed to look for it. But I kept thinking about greed, because I'm like, I can be greedy sometimes. I can eat too much, and this shit go deep. This is like this is basically the energy, the frequency that's going on around us, the air that's blowing. Either if you are in a city or a state where it's a tornado, whatever the case may be, greed. Mama want y'all to know about what greed is. Like, exactly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is expanding. And I didn't know until I came on here, right? Honestly, I'm talking about, she started dropping them. See, I can't, see, if I choose to keep things from the collective, if I choose to keep things because I don't feel like they're valuable, or I keep them, greed. Hi, baby. Hi, everybody. Greed. They're going to be so mad they left. Greed, right? You know how, like, because I'm just going to talk to y'all, right? I'm just going to talk to y'all. You know how, like, you could have, like, a child, right? You can have a child. Or you could have a relationship. It could be a relationship to where it's like, you know the decision that they're making, and them, I mean, your love oversee what they're doing. You like, look at you, and you already know because of your gift. Like, like, you could see, like, you feel me? Like, you could see, like, you like, look, man, I already seen this. But they don't have the same vision as you. You feel me? They don't have that same altitude to see. Their vision, like, they have a blind side in that situation because they've longed for it. They've longed for that love, or they always wanted that car. They always wanted to, have this popularity. And so what I'm saying is, even we go through things like that, right? Greed is being a seer and oversharing because you want to save the person that you love. That's greed, because you are imposing on their free will. See, sometimes there's no boundaries in the roles that we take. You have to know the boundary. You have to know the law. Not knowing the law can turn into criminality, or you criminalize yourself. It turn into criminality. When you do more harm than healing, than fixing, than changing. Because you see, this ain't no one strict thing. This is real. Let me put my glasses back on because I can't see. This is where it's authentic. It's truth. This is the spiritual realm, right? It's the spiritual realm. It's mother and father. We're experiencing a source that we're learning ourselves. We're experiencing a source where we're learning ourselves as source, right? And so, because we know, because we're aware, we know we're aware, we have these gifts. And so you impose. And so if I just tell him, not knowing that that's greed. I never, you know what, y'all? Even right now, I'm in disbelief that that would be greed. Me sharing what I know over what they are not aware of or what they don't see, but it's happening. It's happening in real time. And I'm like, look at this is, but look at, so being that you've taken justice in your own hands because you have no control over the will. Anybody that think they got control over the will is dumb, stupid, blind, and deaf. And it's crazy because I'm going to tell you exactly who operate in that energy. And it's crazy, y'all, because, oh, shit. But hold on. I don't want them to think that I'm smarter than them because I'm not. It's just that they know that I don't know. Let's keep going. So when you impose, you tell somebody, you seen it, you felt it. You saying something and imposing, and you can do it in two different ways. Oh my goodness, Spirit. This is why they've been showing me this, because if I would have kept it to myself and not shared it, because literally I don't even want to, oh my goodness, deal with nobody right now. I love you guys though. I love you guys so much. You don't even know. I love who love me, my benevolent ones. So you need to know this though. So I got to get in there, y'all. I can't come back out. I'm finna go in, all right? I'm finna jump in the murky ocean where it's very dark. I'm about to go in there. I'm not coming back out until I finish saying what the fuck I need to say. Until I finish saying what she needs you to know. She says silence is the key. She says, you want to save son? Silence. See, you may know You may be aware, but you imposing on the free will of a soul because you love them so much. You going and even trying to save them is greed, because you know what you're saving them from. You know. And you like, how you don't see this? First of all, that's where we get shit fucked up. That's why you were placed where you were placed. I'm getting this side right here is getting like, that's why you were placed where you were placed. It's something about, is it left, right? Yeah, okay. You were placed here. You were placed in a position, not knowing your position before you got there, right? Before you got there, as everything, but you were becoming up until that point, whatever point it was. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. 9 is significant, 10 is significant, 11. Somebody's name could be Najia or start with an N. And that's just like, it could be anybody. N could be out there, right? But the letter N is significant. They really want you guys to know this. Greed. That's greed. I didn't know until tonight. I literally the other day I did a message and I said that I had, the card came out crystal clear. And, I'm doing you guys a message. Spirit been speaking to me too. Things have been being crystal clear, right? But it's unfolding, it's unraveling, right? The unraveling of the Great Mother. So when you say something, when you impose on what you know or what you see, Mother is testing you to see if you can hold her, because she needs you to hold her. Because if you expose her too soon, they're going to destroy her, or destroy you. Criminality. It's a lot of criminals around this motherfucker. She said, I don't want to be famous. I don't need you to. She said she don't want to be known. She don't need to be known. She don't want to be. You know what, y'all? It's crazy because it really hit my heart, because it's so many women that feel like because they have to be seen, or it's this stigma. I'm talking about every shade, okay? Every race. I ain't talking about just one. We know what it is, but I'm just saying it's a good soul in every race and every color, all right? It's a bad one too, right? That's measure. It has to measure out. But look though, right? She like, look, when you tell them before they need to know, because because you have chosen to make a conscious decision to overimpose Christ conscious into someone who has not yet experienced the experience they need to experience to hold Christ conscious, to understand Christ conscious, to feel. How can you give somebody something? How can you give somebody something and then say, you know what it is? Because you're giving it to them wrapped up. However, they don't see beyond what it is that you're saying. They don't see the whole. They haven't. That's why they came back here. Me trying to save my mama would be me being greedy because I want my mama to live. I don't want my mama to suffer. I don't want my mama to go through what she going through. Me constantly, me being an enabler. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. Me being an enabler, me saying, because I've said this, y'all, I'm guilty of it. Me saying, I hope you guys can hear me, let me know. Me saying, motherfucker, like, damn, man, your mama, somebody coming to me like, man, your mama, man, she tripping, man, or your dad, or I'm only using I can only go off of what I experienced. It could be anybody. It could be even me. It could even be me. Let me not put my mama out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It could be me. I'm like, thank you. So I'm like, okay, well, this behavior that I'm exhibiting, this behavior that I've been, you know what I'm saying? It's a habit. No matter where it come from somewhere. We know that, right? We ain't gonna get into all that because we done already covered all of that trauma, pain, shit going depth, rooted. But I'm saying, oh, I'm good. Or somebody else is responding like, that's just how Ashley is. She good. That's greed. Who would have ever thought? How is that greed? That's greed because you're willing to format some shit. You know how somebody format? Like it's like you willing to copy and duplicate a space that was created out of misery, lies, and hate, and you know what I'm saying? Into reality and make it somebody else's reality. So that they can be comfortable with it because you're comfortable with it because you've been around it all your life or you've been doing it all your life. So let me show you where the greed come in at, right? You just have to be patient. I'm gonna get to the point. I'm gonna tell you where the greed come in at. The greed come in at what you said, what you did. That's spell work, right? Let's just put that out there. Fuck that. We gonna go deep. That's magic. That's voodoo. Y'all be talking about some. Yeah, you don't even know. You out here using magic and voodoo and all that type of kind of shit. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Really, it ain't even called voodoo, to be honest with you. It's an energetic exchange that's as powerful as the intention go. That's as powerful as the sorcerer. That's putting it out. Whatever it is, you could be a fucking warlock, a witch. It don't motherfucking matter because you really ain't nobody. So you said that, oh, Ashley, that's just how she is. And so, in their mind, you planted the seed, whether you know it or not. And now they are like, oh, okay, and they accepting it. But inside, it's something inside, right? Always. And this is not in everybody, though. This ain't for everybody. Where you like, man, that ain't right. But it convinced individuals that's unaware. It convinced them. It manipulate the energy where they accept what you accept because you love this person, because you been around this and this is your normal. This is your normal. You've made this shit normal. You've made it normal never to speak up, never to sit down and be honest because it's normal. Not even just that. Not even just because it's normal. Because you've learned how to deal with that. You've learned how to deal with her acting a fool when she get drunk. Learning how to deal with this and this and that. And then, because you probably shouldn't have said shit. You probably should have just shut the fuck up and allowed whoever say, because maybe them saying something, then I would have looked like, huh? And then you not stepping up, I'd have been like, huh? And then it would have been like, it would have placed me in here, right? But greed in that is you intentionally said something to make the other person feel comfortable with the dis-ease is what they're showing me, right? Dis-ease, right? Because that's the disease. This person, though, has a disease. And that's greed. Because now, what is that? Because now you've pulled an energetic field into that field to operate in that field as well and to accept it. And if you're able to do that, and as long as people say, oh, okay, that's just how whatever. Because, I mean, even though you may feel embarrassed, you may feel like, you know what I'm saying? But you supporting this shit. Greed is holding something or holding someone that's not whole. They're not whole. They're fractured. Right? They're fractured. They're not whole. And the reason why I'm saying they're not whole is because in their mind, they're not whole. And you can tell by the way that they're operating, right? Whatever they went through, whatever the case may be. Yeah. That's what's going on right now. Greed. You guys, so let me move forward, right? The earth is under judgment and the scales have already been set. Everything, y'all. And that's what my eye is moving into, greed. Greed. And I know for a fact that it's motherfuckers ain't looking at it like that. Motherfuckers ain't looking at it like, I'm willing to protect her mental illness or his mental, or even yours. I'm willing to take something from the divine. You taking from the divine. You taking from the divine masculine and feminine. You're stepping in their essence and imposing on the great mother, basically telling her if she can or if she can't have a child, telling her how her body should feel, telling her or him, the divine masculine. That's greed, baby. That's greed. That's being greedy with that's greed. That's being greedy when you know that you cannot heal that situation. But the thing is this is how deep this shit go. Because I feel like anybody that's moving like that, or anybody that's doing that, and I'm guilty of it to this day. I'm learning too right now with y'all. Anybody that does that has That mean that you may think that you could be, I'm talking about, and I'm talking about me too. You may you've been doing the work, all that, y'all, but I'm telling y'all, it ain't no, you can't half step this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, it's not like the physical realm where it's not like the physical traditional system. You know what I'm saying? The laws is way different. The laws are different in the spiritual realm, and I know you guys know that. They don't play that shit. I feel like the message that I had gave a couple of days ago, where I feel like, I mean, what I said, I'm like, focus on you. You here to save yourself, all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a motherfucking lane. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a lane. Because when you start crossing spiritual law and you don't know and you're unaware, it doesn't matter if you're unaware. You still have to be held in contempt, because you have to learn that law. You have to learn the complexity of it, how it affects others, because I'm saving my sister. I'm always going to to here and there for her. I'm always saving. You know what I'm saying? But it never helps though. It never helps, because you didn't allow the ebbs and flow to go within the ocean. If you're in the ocean, you only in one part of the ocean. When you swim and in a direction and sink. You know what I'm saying? You not now you can operate with the whole ocean, but that's when you operate within yourself. That's when you know that even if this person is sitting here and it's a trip, because it always show up, and even having a heart and it's someone you don't know, let me help them. We ain't supposed to be helping nobody that I feel like because I seen it today, it's crazy. It was a guy sitting, I was going to the store and he was sitting on the side and I had some change, and I always give, I always, even my kids do it because they see me do it. And something was like, no. He was sitting on the floor, on the ground. He was, you know what I'm saying? Just give it to him, because I'm like, no, you don't even have that much money. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about that. It's just like, no, you're not supposed to. We're not supposed to. That's being on some real shit. You making them comfortable, more comfortable. They already comfortable. How much more comfortable can you make them? How much comfortable can they be sitting there not doing anything? They probably can get a motherfucking job quicker than you, if they put it forth. That's greed. But you think you helping, because it is. I feel like it's also called codependency. And a lot of narcissists use that. A lot of a lot of what's the word I want to look for? Unhealed women that practice dark magic. I don't want to say dark magic. Women that practice magic and they use it in ways that however they want to use it. Even though they know that anything that you do, you're attached to. You have to know the laws. It ain't no rules, it's laws in the spiritual realm. And it's not one thing that go uncounted for. Even words, even speaking. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't know, you're not aware. Well, I'm saying this. Now, I'm going to say this, right? This is what I do know. Oh, you're a spiritual warrior, is what I'm hearing. Not even a warrior. It's like, hold on. That system, yeah, I know. Even when you, where the fuck was I at? That shit threw me off. I hate those sounds, y'all. I just don't like gunshots. I don't like guns at all. But let me keep going. The color green is significant too. And orange. It's crazy because y'all, the color red is like hella significant. But it's like the red is like, my daughter kept seeing red today. And it was just so telling. But it was just other things happening. So, greed. She wants you guys to know this. And when I say she, I'm talking about the feminine energy. Need you guys to know this. This is what's going to raise the frequency in a way where you're able to see the snakes and leave them where they be. Because when you know that you're being greedy with your intuitiveness, with your wisdom, with your knowledge, and then you're choosing to just go, well, listen, it don't got nothing to do with you being God. It's a situation that's supposed to take place that you've imposed on, and now it can't happen. And you've blocked that individual up to 4 or 5 years. They have to go through a whole nother cycle because you knew something, because I'm learning this because you like, look, it just come with me. Just, this your kids. You just giving them everything. You giving them everything. You just like, I'm not saying, not like Eric, but you know, when these my kids, I didn't have that, so I'm gonna always be there for my kids. I get it. Trust me, I know. I got kids. Whole time, that's greed. You're being greedy because you're still in their experience of spirit teaching them in their souls and what their souls actually came here for. But I didn't know. I didn't know. I really didn't know, y'all. Y'all probably didn't. I'm sure y'all probably didn't either. It's like, yeah, he want to jump off the porch and be up out there. Then, you know what I'm saying? Kick back. You got to kick back. I don't want nothing to happen to my son. That's all I seen is death in the streets. But it's in them. So am I going to stand on what I know? I'm constantly on here talking to y'all, talking about how protected you guys are when you guys come in here. I'm constantly saying how covered I am. All that. Anything that's see, and the thing is, it is a way. There is a way to do it though. There is a way to do it. So yeah, let's get off of that. It's so many other greeds, y'all. Greed is so diverse. Okay? Greed could even be holding on to a bloodline that you fear letting go because it's so heavily embedded. That's greed. Because you fight for that shit to have it, and it's so much of it. It's so much of it that it has infected generations after generations after generations. And you want it all. And the greed is that also you're taking a lot of motherfuckers. You taking a lot of motherfuckers down in that with it. Because you don't want to go by yourself. That's being greedy. Right? That's some coward shit too. It just ain't right. It don't even sound right. That shit don't even feel right. To me, at least. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's see. I gotta clean my glasses, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna see. Well, I do want to pull some cards. Somebody's father is significant too. My father's significant when he was like 7 years old. 7. Him being 7, you might have a picture of him smiling. He might not be here no more. But, or maybe he is, and you absolutely adore him, no matter what kind of father he. Wow, look how him came out. I'm going with it, y'all. Yeah. And so I want to tell you guys this, right? Because I feel like I'm talking hella slow, and I know that it's late. It's 2:29. Let me talk faster. So when it comes to spiritual laws, right? It's the system. Look at the system in the spiritual realm. It got counsel. It got souls that fight for you. It got souls that's sitting in the courtroom, that's mitigating, that don't want you to, like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's how it is. I just want to set that out for you guys. I really, really, want you guys to understand that, it's not so much. And the thing is, it's like, it's over excessive doing things, and you doing it. And then, looking, when you doing something, at some point you think like, damn, I got to do it again. That damn, I got to do it again is like, that's your higher self. Like, you probably should stop. Now you brought into court, and now you a motherfucking a potential you could a witness, or you a fucking what is it? The DA and the motherfucking you being brought in there, being questioned. Spirit like, so why did you stay around with all you had going on in your own life? And at times when you felt that this made you feel uncomfortable with this person, instead of helping them by way of stepping back, by way of stepping out of their life, because see, what it is being that, see, the only one, really, majority of the individuals I know for sure that do that is, I feel like souls like mine. We overstay our welcome. You know what I'm saying? We know as long as they are connected to us, and as long as they are close to us, Spirit is going to have mercy on their motherfucking soul. Because we have. We have this, I don't know how to say it. So let me say this from experience. Anybody that been around me, no lie, y'all, people that I might just meet. I done been in shelters, I done been homeless, all kind of shit, right? I remember this one chick, I was in a shelter in the Bay. Not in the Bay, really. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell y'all exactly where I was at, but it was kind of like in the valley. So the valley in California, like in the Bay Area, is like a cup. So just think of it, right? The valleys is always cups. So going over Vallejo, Frisco, you figure it out. She was just like, damn, every time I'm around you, something happened, like magical, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was, for so long, this shit, I didn't been with, y'all, I didn't been close to motherfuckers, y'all, thinking that they was like, you feel me, really like for me. You know, it was a blind side, you know, and it's okay. Look, I'm not complaining or nothing. I'm not, it's all good. It was a learning lesson. And I'm the one constantly like going through shit. And it's like, but this person winning though. You know, that's, and it's a trip because some people do it intentionally, but maybe some are not aware. I'm very open-minded about it. Like maybe some aren't aware, but at some point they become aware that your willingness to save and be the savior and to step in place in a position that was never meant for you to step in, or to crucify yourself, things like that, all that. They become comfortable with it and okay with it. And it's like, damn, like they supporting you. They need you to go through that now. You see what we getting into? They need you to, because they like, wait a minute, I'm benefiting off of this motherfucker blindside, not knowing that I'm here, and because I'm here with them, and you may not know, feel like this makes sense, but let me tell you, it may not make sense, because I'm going to tell you, shit in the spiritual realm ain't going to make sense to you, because that's not where you've been living. But that's where we at. That's where we always been. This is why it's been going on for so long. Because we live in these meat suits. Because we, what they call it a sin, because we make a conscious decision to do what our flesh feels more compatible with. It feel real good. It feel real good to do whatever the fuck I want to do outside of listen how I said outside of my soul calling me. Well, my soul is inside of me. Bitch, you know what you do. You know what's up. Motherfucker get lost in the sauce. Listen, let me tell you, I get it. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't even know this was gonna come up. Abandonment. The motherfucker that abandoned you will talk you into some shit so quick to where you will forget everything they did, and now you telling them everything that you doing. You telling them everything that God is sharing with you. Everything the Spirit is sharing with you. Oh, now it's being used against you, the greed. You see how they turn it around? They'll take it and use it against you. Now they being greedy with you. And they not going to let you go. They don't want to let you go. You're like, damn, why I have to keep going through this? Time after time after time. Not just for one motherfucker. This spirit jumping now. All the spirits know. You know what I'm saying? From the bloodline. Oh, this is the one right here. We riding they back. Bitch, you not getting up tonight. We up in your dreams. We taking over. We got full control. Oh yeah, you're divine. That's why we need your vessel. We need your body. Because we need to get close to that soul. Greed. They could have fell back in the spirit. Because we're not just talking about physical beings doing this and the souls that live in them and the souls that's operating through that vessel. Because, you know, we know that 4, 6, 7, 10, 9, 12 souls can occupy a vessel, but also the spiritual realm is very much so active. It's active, y'all. Y'all think the physical realm is active. This ain't shit. This ain't nothing. Okay, I'm lying. It is serious, though. It is. I'm lying, y'all. I'm not even lying. I shouldn't have said that. It is. This shit is big. I had to regurgitate that shit. Ooh. I have to take that back, because when you know a motherfucker don't like you and a motherfucker has treated you a certain way, and because of abandonment, trauma, and especially if it was someone that you know, like, damn, I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a sister, I always wanted to be close with, or you just hold that, you know, you have those values, you have that, you know, family integrity, you like, you about your family, and they words, like, they able to, nigga, you didn't call them 1,000 times, they ain't answered the phone. Years go by, you done went through hella shit. By you feel me? The only time they check in is when they want to hear and they just listen. They don't never be like, well, look, you know, you what? You sleeping in your car? They call and be like, what you doing? It's crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, bro. Greed. It's energy harvesting. It's energy harvest. It's stealing. That's it's not even stealing. Let me tell you guys, this is a heinous crime in the spiritual realm, to gain off the essence of a divine soul that came here to procreate with nature, with the great mother, with spirit, not knowing what's going to happen, chose to leave their truth behind, chose to leave their memories behind, chose to, you get what I'm saying? Because everybody came back for something different. Some motherfuckers came back to be killers. Like, why he do that? That's the fuck he came here for. Fuck you thought. And he serves a God. He serves a God, his God. If sources, and I don't even want to get into this, but measure, right? It's called polarity, duality. God is, and I'm using God because that's who is on both sides. So the book I be telling y'all about, the Kabbalah, it teaches us that, is it duality? Duality, polarity, however, it's measure, and it's cold and hot. It's up and down. I mean, they name so many different things in there when it comes to that, to let us know that the great mother, that's the great mother, right? She can be the storm. She's the ocean, right? What happened in the ocean? Sometimes it's at ease. Sometimes it goes, you know what I'm saying? She could turn into the stories, some of the stories that they have told about her when it comes to, let's say, Lilith. They said Lilith was a baby, a baby eater. Like, they completely fucking tarnished her, right? And that wasn't, but she didn't play. Like, when she get upset, when the woman get upset, what they say, it ain't nothing like a scorned woman. But this is the thing, the Divine Mother is not scorned. She's operating in authentic nature. She's operating in her whole self. She knows the earth knows that the earth is the earth. The ocean knows the ocean is the ocean. The ocean knows what the ocean needs. The ocean knows that the ocean has been being, how can I say, what word can I use? Have been being brought upon by human nature, right? I want to be careful what I say with that. That's why what's going on in the ocean is going on. She sit back. A lot of motherfuckers can't sit back and just allow you to do. They flash. They do this. This is why when you going through this shit, like, you can't tell me you don't be spirit. It most definitely is not the masculine energy inside of us saying, I need you to move. When you move, I need you to move with ease. I need you to be silent. I need you to, she don't, you know what I'm saying? Cause this is what she do. She like, you gonna do that? See, they think she's stupid. They think that that's not her shit because she ain't covered everything up. If majority of the world is water, right? Let's say it is. Majority of the world is water. You don't think that this shit could be all water? As above, so below. Law. That's a law too. As above, so below. What's up is down. It's water. It's water up there, y'all. They can't even go to no type of kind of nowhere. And I'm going to shut the fuck up on it. They ain't went nowhere. Y'all thought they was in Mars and all that shit. Them motherfuckers was underwater pushing themselves like this, y'all. I was stupid, y'all. I knew that when I was young. I'm like, these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying, agree to if it's a dome or whatever the case may be, but it's just certain shit that they can't do. They cannot do it. You can break any law. You could break any law in the physical realm and not get caught, not be seen. Niggas, man, come on. Tell me y'all ain't been seeing this. Motherfuckers getting caught. I seen this the other day. I ain't gonna lie, I've been going through some shit, like emotional shit, seeing the shit that I've been seeing. I don't even be wanting to watch the internet and shit. But he got caught, but he attacked a woman and did all kind of stuff to her at the beach, right there. Like, but back then the DNA, and it's crazy, y'all, because I seen this. I must supposed to be how to talk about this. So they like back then they didn't have the, they didn't have the right, they wasn't up to date with the to know. That's a motherfucking lie. They lying. They waited until now, and why? See, you gotta and see, that's greed. That's greed in itself because they kept that and they held that up until now. He did that to her like fucking 2 decades ago, like, or at least 15. It was longer than that. This lady, old, black man, or carbonate, whatever the fuck. He ain't even, ugh. But they got him from DNA or whatever. But they said that they didn't have the DNA back then, which is a fucking lie. They held on to that. Just like they held on to a lot of other things. There's so many things that's being uncovered. Everything has to be crystal clear to us now. They can't lie to us anymore. But they're gonna lie. And the only way they can lie to you is if you don't know who the fuck you are and if you don't know the truth. It ain't even about knowing, you feel me? Because I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. Look, I be saying shit about the Bible and all that, but I'm with a motherfucker if that's the way that they find themselves. If they got to go through Christianity or whatever kind of, social gathering, Jehovah's Witness, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I just know that the truth of the matter is, law, you never stay. You don't stay. You don't stay there. Not when your soul is an evolving being. Not when your soul transcends. Not when your soul has this bliss in it where it can be high rank and you don't even know who the fuck you are. You go to sleep and you step out this motherfucking the devil got to bow his head. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just talking. Yeah, so I don't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how you, because I mean, you know, shit. Anywho, that's pretty much what it is. And that's why, you know, I got on here because Spirit is saying that you're special and you need to know. I'm also hearing him say move slow. I'm hearing him say move slow. So masculine, it's a masculine energy saying move slow because he needs you to know what's going on. He needs you to see. Because I'm seeing somebody's and shit, the body is like responding. It's like anxiety. It's a lot going on in the body because of, damn, that's crazy. I just said that because I knew that I had a card like this. I didn't know it was on this card. It says, don't feel anxious while waiting. As time goes by, everything will be in the past. Be firm in your inner thoughts. Although the process is torturous, as long as you are in the right direction, you will definitely arrive. Hey, do y'all know I was not going to get on here if I didn't find this card? I seen this card yesterday. And I'm like, it's a card, so I'm going through, but I'm doing it hella slow. I'm coloring, I ain't got no music. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm doing what I love to do. You know, I made it, right? I showed up. I had to show up. But 444 is significant. It says maintain inner peace. It's something about you being proper. I said that. Didn't I say that the other day? Proper. But like proper is like the proper that I'm talking about is more so you being emotionally stable. Like when situations take place, your character and your character is at stake, even though that's not something that we trip off of. Now where you are, it does matter. It does matter how you show up. It does matter how you teach. It does matter how you speak. It does matter how you share things. Because if you cry and you emotional, it might not have been a space where you were supposed to be doing that because that person does not or is not able to attach in that way. So being firm is, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hella emotional. Oh my goodness, man, I know that. All that. Oh no, that's not. That mean that it's unhealed. You can't, you know what I'm saying? The energy. It's the energy. You feel me? It's the energy. And you are one that has this ability to walk in rooms and shift energy, speak and shift energy. You have been being, I'm hearing preparation. I'm hearing you have been, that's what you've been in school. School has been in session. I don't give a fuck if you got a college degree or whatever. 9 times out of 10, whoever I'm speaking to, your ass ain't go to college. You ain't do that much of it. You really probably don't even understand the schools, but you know their system. But, and if you do, whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm saying? This is you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Agreed. I feel like and another thing too, like seeing snakes. If you guys have been seeing snakes, like having dreams or anything like that, and snakes are actually not bad, like a bad thing or anything like that. It's so many good qualities to everything, right? It's good and it's bad, right? But they but a devil and a God, whatever the case may be, right? Mother can be peace or mother can be a storm. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she could be silent or she could be loud. You know what I'm saying? So, but something about snakes, and you seeing snakes, and when you do see snakes, it's certain things that have occurred in your life. And it's like individuals. It's I'm seeing you being like spirit is like, look, this is what it is. Like get the fuck up out of there. Like you get up out of there. No, that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what matter of fact, she like, let me show you, damn, it's over there. She like, let me show you what a healer is. It's like you're learning from the great mother, okay? Whether if you're a masculine energy or if you're a man or a woman, you're learning from the great mother. You're learning from the great mother. You should be honored. That means you done graduated. You at a place where, you know what I'm saying? You got patience. You got calmness. It's a lot going on around you. You feel me? And even when you do feel shaky or whatever the case may be, whatever you got to, you know what I'm saying? If you got to go take you a drink, a shot, big mama, like, do what you got to do. I know you're going to get back to it. You are trusted. You are trusted. With informative information. You're not like the news that's out here in the physical realm. Whoever I'm speaking to, the laws of the spiritual realm is very significant. I want to show you guys my picture that I've been having for 5 years that I haven't colored, but I'm coloring it now. I ain't even got that far on it. And so I want to show y'all this. I've been keeping this literally, I've been had this like 4 years. I'm gonna color it. Like I keep stuff, but I'm coloring it now and I'm gonna put it on my wall. This really is crazy, but here we go. Let me think about the falcon. And it got the snake in his hand. You know how like birds take things and drop it? This bird is going to court. This bird is being taken into by the council. Like you have to face what it is that your contribution to source, whatever the contribution was, wherever you went, it don't matter. Because they trying to get away. They trying to, and it's crazy because this is how you know these motherfuckers is fucking gone, because they even trying to like get in with you because they know that being close to you is going to save them time. As long as they're close to you, but it's going to bring you great strife. So that's greed. That's being greedy as fuck, because you taking from somebody, and you taking from you're taking from divine wisdom, because now you're mimicking the great mother, which is what they did in so many stories throughout time. So that, you know what I'm saying? It's like you following the patriarchal system, and you think that you're under the radar. You think that you're not being seen. We know all things are seen, but let me tell you guys something. Like, this is not a situation where familiar is it? They showing me like familiar, being familiarity. because you're familiar in the spiritual realm, and you're good at what you do. You're good at manipulating. You're good at doing this. Like, man, these motherfuckers, let's not even say judgment. Let's just fuck judgment. Y'all, these individuals that's close to us, people that they didn't did shit that's so heinous. They didn't did things that, like, 222 can be significant. You could be seeing 999, but and they trying to get away or get in with you. But and it's crazy because, like, if we don't stand in our truth, then we'll go with them. We'll have to stand next to them in the spiritual court of law. Fuck. We have to stand next to them because on some real shit. You know how they got is it co-defendants? You got a co-defendant. You did a crime with somebody in the physical realm, so you got co-defendants. Y'all all got to go to court at the same time. And you like, damn, man. You the only motherfucker sitting up in there out of 3 motherfuckers like, man, something told me, man. I should have did this shit by myself, man. I should have never took these niggas with me, man. Because I wouldn't have told on myself. No, let me shut the fuck up, y'all. That's some street shit. But, fuck is that? But, or, you know, you should have did it by yourself because you were supposed to do it by yourself. But you was being greedy with other people's energy and time because you needed a partner. You needed somebody. No, you was never supposed to go into that space and that space that you was sent into, that space that you came that you didn't even know about, and take nobody. Nobody was even supposed to know about that. Nobody was supposed to know about your court case. Nobody was supposed to know about you having a situation or anything like that. See? Nobody was supposed to know about none of that, but you took them in there because you didn't want to go by yourself, because you got abandonment issues. You didn't trust your inner source, your inner guidance, your Christ conscious, when spirit said it inside, or when your what the fuck is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of it. I don't know why. Y'all probably doing that too. I've been doing that a lot. Intuition. When spirit spoke, you didn't trust it. Nah, you got this. Don't worry about it. Quit worrying about it. Quit talking about it. You keep talking about it because it's on your mind. You keep talking about it because it give you a sense of I wouldn't even say peace, or not. You don't have peace. It give you basically need that notoriety from somebody, or like you getting advice like, nah, man, hell nah. When she say shut the fuck up, you better shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guilty, y'all. I'm talking about to this day. I'm still learning. When she say shut the fuck up, you have just welcomed them in. That's all you know how a motherfucker knock at your door? They knock at your door. You know when somebody knock at your door, you're not supposed to say nothing. You're not supposed to open it. And depending on how you feel up in here, you ain't supposed to answer it or say, you have that right. But a lot of motherfuckers feel obligated to external things because it make them feel good, or because I'm being a good person. Well, let me just open the door, whatever. No. You done stepped in a space where it had nothing to do with you. You not opening the door could have saved that motherfucker life. Now you didn't open the door. You didn't let him take a shower, get himself together. He didn't put his gun on his waist. He feeling good. Now he went back outside. Let that motherfucker feel dirty. Let his ass stink. He in the streets, let him be in the streets. Let him be for the streets. She think it's okay to sit here and jump from man to man. Let her do it. Don't be like, no, I'm finna take you to the doctor. I'm finna do this. You going back and forth with her having abortions and she going through this and that. No, absolutely not. Now, why would you connect yourself? That's spell work. You don't even know. They taking themselves through spell work. They taking themselves through, they binding themselves, but they're binding you to them. And that's where we are right now with greed. Because everybody want to be connected to somebody. Because don't nobody know how to be. That's not our authentic natural nature as souls are to rise alone, right? We are all one, but we all have our own experience. We all have our own divine space. We all have our own Christ conscious at different levels. You mix, they become distorted. They become bloodline. Well, I chose to accept this. I chose not to. After all these fucking years, I just said I'm okay with it. I chose not to, even though I'm the truth bearer, I chose not to say the truth to her because of this relationship, and I just couldn't do it. But this was what you came back for, to address her, because guess what? She was the motherfucking devil in your past life. She was the one that took you under and showed you hell. Mentally. It was an illusion. It was cold, but she made it seem like it was hot. She kept lying. Oh my goodness. Spirit. I'm seeing all kind of shit. They went with it. They kept doing it. And they kept doing it. Another thing, too, I want to share with you guys, because I have to. I really have to. I really do, because I was thinking about this. And I feel like the rest, any readings I'm doing, I need to do this, because I want to tell you this. No matter what. And I'm saying this because I have people that's close to me that I love. And I see them falling apart. But I want to tell you this. Within the father-mother mind, mortal children are always at home. Within the father-mother mind, mortal children are at home. It says, there is not one who is fatherless nor motherless in the universe, the Kabbalah. See, the divine energy is that's the divine energy is more scarier than the fucking creatures that walk this motherfucking earth. And I'm gonna tell you why. Then the motherfuckers that then created the systems that surround us, that then created the systems within us and made us systematic to the system. We can't. It's like our habitat, but it's really not, right? That's in depth mind fuck. I don't think fuck that. Ain't no woman walk this motherfucking earth that then been mind fucked by a nigga. How these motherfuckers that created this system then done our ancestors, our parents, and us, and this doing our kids, and just fuck that. Let me just say this: that's doing it now. Let them have that though. Because you can't lie. They did a job on them. They did a job on them. They did a job on us. I came in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Having to heal. Having to heal in ways that I haven't even experienced. Having to heal for others that I love and stay silent. Just staying silent. But I got you. I got you. I got your kids. And what I can't do for you, I'm not going to overstep my boundaries. I know the laws. I'm not finna do, I'm not getting in trouble with the divine. It was something else that happened too, I had said. That I was supposed to clear up. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it like you. And it's a trip because, you know, I've said like people fear what they don't know. These motherfuckers knew who the great mother is. They always knew. They always knew that she was there. But my thing is this, even if I feel like because of her essence, right? So let me, I'm gonna explain her essence. I'm gonna explain some her. She's very like, she's very calm, right? Like it's a different kind of calm though. Like when the great mother speak, you know that it's not, it's not you, but she gives this like her voice, her words. It's like your breath vibrate. It's like a frequency. Because where she speaks from the root of certain parts of you. And then she sits there. She'll sit there wherever it is. She'll sit there. If you ready to make a change in it, she's willing to move forward with you on it and let you know that it's going to happen. Without a doubt. She's like, no, it was never no promise given to you. You are the fucking promise. Just promise me that you got me. Promise me that you got me. That you got you. Promise me that you gonna hold something whole. That you can hold something whole. Because you are. You may start off 9 times out of 10 in pieces. But that's just an illusion that's created that you have to get through because you chose to come here. And that's a trip because that's kind of like the story where, what's his name? And they attacked all his stock and stuff. Is it Job? Was that Job? It happened so many different times. It wasn't just him if it was. But yeah, where it's like, hold on. Watch this. She be like, watch this. I'm telling you, she be like, watch this. They'll come in. You trembling inside. She like, don't let them know you cold. Better stand your ass there. It ain't about being hard. It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. This is why they assassinated my character. This is why they, you know what I'm saying? Character defamation. This is why they put me in New York. And that's a whole motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? Standing up there with the Liberty Stars art talking about that. All these type of kind of things. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, these motherfuckers, okay. On some real shit. Man, I used to always hear that shit too when I was growing up. They were like, killers walk in silence. They like killers walk in silence, and that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever got your ass whooped by the divine? Boy. Mm-mm-mm. It's like, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you guys go. I've been on here for a while. I'm gonna finish it up with, shit. It's been so much shit. I'm gonna tell y'all. I ain't got nowhere else I wanna go. You know what I'm saying? Have I already made the decision before I came here to stand on what I stand on. You know what I'm saying? Mothers, man. And that energy is just what they did is just horrible. It's like, dang, man, it's some fucked up individuals, man, in this motherfucking man. I'm not even gonna say individuals, but like, I mean, it just really baffles my mind. You know how a motherfucker be so smart that they be stupid? You ever fuck with somebody, they hella smart, but they dumb as fuck? It's like, motherfucker. It's like a motherfucker smart, but they ain't got common sense. Or a motherfucker smart, they hella smart, but they don't listen to their instincts. You know what I'm saying? And they so smart that they're not really open to, you know what I'm saying? Because they think that you stupid. They think that you dumb. That's what they've been calling you. This bitch crazy. This bitch stupid. This bitch dumb. This bitch don't know what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Please don't be offended by me saying nigga, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. I mean, it's an endowment. That's, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot. So, if you guys do have any questions, I feel like if you do ask me a question, then we can break it down in another way. But when I say this shit is so abroad when it comes to greed, you know what I'm saying? The food and eating is very small. That shit ain't even small. That shit is like a piece of fucking lint. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about staying in your lane. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about that. Just just give me 1 minute. Let me see. I'm hearing mothers say, be silent. I'm teaching you. That's what I'm hearing. And you will see. She will teach you. You have to remember. You have to remember. You have to remember. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, but for those that this message is gonna resonate with, you came here to, oh yeah. Okay, I already knew that. I just had to go. It was already there, the blueprint. It was already there. You know what I'm saying? Remember. Because it's a it's a situation where it's a system, and our souls don't run off of a system. We're going back to the basics, right? And I'm not talking about, like, when I say basics, that's a physical word, but we're going back to our origins. We're going back to, like, we're going back home, y'all, this time. This time we're going back home. And we're going to be comfortable there. And we're going to be able to move and do the things that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be very, very much so like move, be aware, be present, no fear. You know what I'm saying? If we want to go into a physical state, wherever, it don't have to be Earth. We'll be able to go, we'll be able to rise, and we'll be able to, be like the moon. How the moon go down However, we want to go into the ocean. We do all kind of things. We could be our true state. We was always supposed to be able to be who we are. And she like, no, you're not gonna take my kids and think you're gonna do what you want to do. And you ain't gonna take my kids and abuse my kids and think that I'm not gonna. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker. I don't play about my motherfucking kids. I don't play about them at all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my kids couldn't spend a night at nobody's house. If the girlfriend or the wife was on some weird shit, and I was very, very friendly. You know what I'm saying? Bitches just didn't want us. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't like fire. But you know, treat mine like, and I ain't the type of, my kid, I ain't like that. People be really evil. It's some really evil motherfuckers. It's some really evil. I'm talking about y'all, right? And it's some evil. They so fucking evil, y'all. It's some evil people, especially towards kids. People be jealous of kids. People will be jealous of your kids. You taking your kids up and around anybody. You know what I'm saying? You women that's dealing with these, bringing men around your kids. And I'm saying that I can keep it a book. I bring my sons on here and they can tell you how many men I've dealt with in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And brought around them. What, maybe 2, 3? That's it. Daddies and maybe, and I'm still cool. You know what? You feel me? You already know who you is. You know what I'm saying? My dog. But, you know what I'm saying? And then my daughter's dad, you know what I'm saying? But I never felt not even comfortable. I just didn't bring men around them because of what happened to me when I was a child and how men used to look at me when I was like 6 and 7. You know what I'm saying? And it was uncomfortable. So, and they don't care. They'll touch a man and touch a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I'm seeing too many women. I don't care. I'm not even gonna say I don't care. I don't care what color you is, what race you is, none of that. Like, stop, man. Like, on some real shit. Right now is not the time or the space. Okay? You will know when it's authentic, when it's organic. Usually when that happens, it happens when you healed, when you whole, when you know who the fuck you are. Then you have that connection. Otherwise, you're gonna meet an individual in the frequency that you are at. And not even the frequency. Because you're gonna meet an individual at the level of consciousness that you are. You get what I'm saying? You can't escape that. What do they say in a spiritual realm? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but they say that you take the higher laws to oversee the lower laws. So if you know the higher laws, if you know the laws in in the different dimensions, it's not just the universe. If you know the laws of the soul, because there's laws within the soul too. Souls are supposed to operate in a certain in not even a certain way. Pure. Souls are supposed to, of course, be who they are, but when they are not, then it's dormant. It's a duration of electric. It's like an electric frequency that has many different rivalries within it, and it's an unknown DNA because that soul has allowed fear, pain, misery, sorrow, or that soul just chooses to be that soul is comfortable and it's very powerful. It's powerful. It's just like source, the all is powerful. The great mother is powerful. The negative is powerful as well. You know what I'm saying? And then it's some powerful ass, man, I'm talking about powerful as fuck, where they got their own um dementia, but mother is still operating in that. Nothing operates without mother, right? Nothing operates without the divine feminine energy. She's always there. But if that's what that is, and she accepted for that, and that's where they are, then they have to stay within that realm. They have to operate within that realm. And her laws, they have to abide by. They may look different from laws from they may look the law, their laws, because all laws in the spiritual realm, get what I'm saying? They never change. They never change, but the laws on the land do, right? But in the spiritual realm, mother is more so like, okay, yeah, but don't come over here. Don't touch her. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's why it made me go back to that story too, where, and I'm gonna let y'all go, but I gotta show y'all what I'm seeing. Where was that Job? Where he lost his kids and shit, and in the Bible it was like the devil was testing him. No. Mm-mm. If Job was anointed and he lost everything and everything happened, that was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. It had nothing to do with, it was life. He was in the physical realm. Life was happening. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? God didn't allow it to happen. He chose that life. He chose so that his soul can evolve. We talking about him today. He's known today. If he was or if he wasn't. However, it's an energy, it's a frequency saying that this too happens. It happens. You don't know what the fuck. You can't tell a motherfucker, I don't believe you. Nah, this and all. You can't, man. Cause you just one, you just a piece of it. Even though, you get what I'm saying? You said after your parents created you, how did you pick your favorite story of God? Shit, who said that my parents read the Bible to me? Shit, my mama had me in church and shit, but I never really had a favorite story of God because in the Bible, ain't God Jesus in the Bible? Yeah, I really didn't have no favorite story. I know the Psalms. I like Psalms. Psalm, I think it's 25 or 23 was my favorite Psalm. 91, I like Psalm 91. I actually changed that and written it over again. Yeah, I did. And I was parting to do so. But I found you interesting. Listen to you. Thank you. But story wise, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, that comfort me. That one, I can't, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, that is a trip. That was my favorite song. Like, I always went to that one. And just that'll tell you so much about my experience because I always, was underneath some hard shit or some shit happening where I didn't have protection. So, you know what I'm saying? I had a personal relationship with spirit too as well. Like, I used to walk and talk to myself for hours. That's how I got a lot of my anger out because of what was going on at home. I always had a relationship with, it was most definitely a masculine energy. And I feel like it was a masculine energy, not because of growing up and reading the Bible constantly and learning the Bible at a young age. I've shared that with you guys, that I know the Bible in and out. You know what I'm saying? And it's the story behind that. But I can hear. So I used to talk, and then I would do things like because I used to stay by, like, you guys can look it up, the Oakland Lake. So the lake in Oakland, I used to stay around in that area, and I would walk, and it would be no breeze, but I'm like, am I hearing what I'm hearing? So I would stop and I would say, if you really hear, can you give me a kiss? I'm young, y'all. I'm like fucking 10. And then the air will blow past my cheek hella fast. And I'd be like, so it was just so many. I'm telling y'all. I don't care how it sound, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you most definitely can interact with the creation, you know, on whatever level. If you want to interact on a level where you like on some demon shit, you can interact in that way and it'll respond. The creation will always respond to you, you know? So my family tree has been around for 800,000 years before the known stories of God. Yeah. Yeah, you know, hindsight, we know that, you know, even BC, you know, they didn't have alphabets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one or two, but they didn't have alphabets. So I get what you're saying. I really do. You know? You said, I can see and hear the spiritual world for a long time, but it doesn't match the Jewish and Christian stories of God. Right. Right. Yeah. You know, I've experienced spirit is shown from within. First you see spirit inside. First you have to encounter source within. And that's the connection to source. It has nothing to do with anything outside of us at all. It has nothing to do with our parents, our upbringing, what was taught to us. You know what I'm saying? The reach is you. So, you know, and I learned that and I only learned it by way of the opposite, going outside of me. I mean, I was in church heavy. Like, you know, my auntie used to make me read the Bible, and she was very strict. And, you know, she used to call me the devil child, but I was quiet. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. You feel me? My auntie. Like, she know, if you watching this, speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I was not a bad child at all. I was quiet. I was I didn't really know how to, I'm not going to say I didn't know how to communicate, because I knew how to communicate inside. So I learned to only communicate inside, because when I did speak, it was criminalized. I was turned into a criminal, you know? And I mean, it's harsh to call a 5-year-old a devil child. You know what I'm saying? And make me read the Bible from the time we wake up to the time we go to sleep, and y'all don't even know. It's extensive. I'm talking about in the car, at the appointment, when we get in bed, when we eating breakfast, when we eating dinner, and so you know what I'm saying. And so the word devil is used just like atheist. Yeah, you know, when I use devil, I mean, I really like to watch my words. Like it, I mean, and it wasn't that long ago that I learned that words are spells and things like that. You know, behind words is also intention. You know what I'm saying? And what you know to be true. Not what you believe, but what you know to be true. So when spirit picked that frequency up and that vibration, if you do use that word, and your soul don't have this. It's a frequency, right? It comes from this way. But really, I feel like devil is is an enemy. That's what I feel like. The devil was just another word for enemy. You know what I'm saying? All these words, you know. But can you speak any other language besides English? I can speak without speaking. So my ancestors, right, which is your ancestors as well, were silenced. The language was changed so many different times, right? So how we would speak and how we still speak, how I spoke to my father, we would speak and we would speak without speaking. Like I literally used to speak to my father and we'd be in Oakland on the block and I'll look at him and my mom would be like, "Did you talk to your daughter?" We didn't have a whole conversation. So, it's a word for it. I can't even think of it, but communicating in that way. That's how silent mother is. She said, "You will not take my words and twist them and turn them." So that's why she is so big on silence and, you know, just pulling back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, is it telecommunication? That's how we speak because we would not allow them to play with our words to change anything. We don't even need to speak. We you know what I'm saying? We really didn't even have a language, really, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? We spoke how we spoke. If we wanted to switch it up, change it up, we had that intelligence to do so, depending on where we were at. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how our ancestors, raised us. And you know what I'm saying? I can speak and, telepathic. Yeah, but the language is necessary. Yeah, no, because I'm going to say, I'm not going to say no or yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe for you it is, if you're saying that, then that frequency it'll be necessary, but I'm not putting that on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Know how to communicate. Spirit communicate with everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, source, whatever you call it, our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, know the debauchery, knows the oh, it's crazy because I'm seeing, what's that shit called? Is it trackers? They like, that's crazy. But I'm seeing, like, those things where they plow them in the ground? They plow them in the ground and they go deep into the ground. They got them different places. Like, I haven't seen that out here in California, but I'm sure they got them. But they look for oil. They look for the salt water that's in the middle of the earth. And they look for copper and they look for all of that. And this is how things happen, right? Yeah, so they plow. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that. That's not natural. They didn't fucked up a lot of shit like that. She's very upset actually about that. She like, come on, man, shit is not, it don't have to be hard. It don't have to be, we evolving. We constantly evolving. Things are changing and we are supposed to change. If I didn't speak like this, if I didn't show up as who I am today, how would I be able to connect with who I need to connect with? You see? Oh, I just spirit just went through my ear, just popped. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about language, you're absolutely right. Language is very fucking serious. That's why you have to know how to communicate with language, with the English language, with any fucking language, because it all curse. It was all created to curse. Shit, motherfucker, all I need a motherfucker to do really is go back. Not even back. All I need a motherfucker to do is just put the book on the table. Put the money on the dresser. Put the truth on the... Where is the truth at? Because the books, they somewhere. The squirrels, they somewhere, right? put it on the table, though. They're not going to put it on the table. They're not going to put the truth out. So, with that being said, there's a way that we're being shown how to get it out. So, that y'all can hide them. Y'all can burn them. Y'all can do whatever y'all can. Y'all done already unalive many women. The shit that they done did is so out of pocket. But anyways, especially in China. Oh my goodness. Why don't nobody talk about that? That's why I don't understand why y'all was fucking with them motherfuckers. Them, let me tell you something. I'm just saying. You gotta know when to pull back, man. But yeah, you know. Spirit speak in many language. Money only has value because humans believe it does. I never said nothing about money. I don't even talk about money on my channel. Wealth is in here. It's the real wealth. I'm wealth. My word is wealth. You know what I'm saying? What cover me is wealth. What cover you when you leave out of here is wealth. You know what I'm saying? It's spiritual wealth, man. Give a fuck about no money. Because I can't take that shit with me when I leave. I can't take a house with me. I can't take a car with me. I can't even take my motherfucking kids with me physically when I leave this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of it. A gold or nothing. Really, I don't want none of that. They can have it. What they gonna do is they gonna release my motherfucking children, though. That's what they gonna do. They gonna release my children. As they know. They gonna quit playing with my kids. That's what they gonna do. That's what mother is saying. That's what we, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna go on about our business. You know what I'm saying? We stepping up and we stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to pull one card and I'm going to let you guys go. It was really nice talking to you, whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? They can quit cutting them off. They can quit cutting trees. You know, let me tell y'all. This dude tried to talk to me. This was a while back, right? He was trying to talk to me today. I'm like, well, what you do? He like, oh, I cut down trees. I'm like, is that right? Right? That's what the guy does. Bro, that's how I know I'm a cat, right? I sit down and I look at the nigga like this. I said, you cut trees. I don't know why inside I felt like he had unalived hella my ancestors, right? So I'm like, oh, you cut trees, is that right? But I ain't judging them, you feel me? Ain't none of that. Well, we judging is, come on now. If you say somebody is beautiful, pretty, or I like your work ethnic, that's judging, right? Okay, so let's just keep moving forward. So I was just sitting there, and I had to sit down because that shit took the air out my stomach, like my stomach had. So he was like, yeah. And he looking at me, like, why she sit down? And I'm looking at him, and he sit down. He said, well, let me show you. He showed me him cutting down. I'm talking about he cutting down. These trees are, they most definitely was masculine trees because, you know, the feminine trees bear fruit or, you know, roses and things of that nature. Like it bears things that we can use naturally to heal and things of that nature, right? That's why you really don't see those type of kind of trees in California because they cut them all down. They cut all the divine feminine trees down. And if you try to grow any of that shit, the FDA or whoever the fuck gonna come see you. Ain't that crazy? They really tried to count my mama out though, in every way. That's some diabolical shit. I be having to keep myself down. I be like, motherfuck you. Shithead hoe. Got me talking like too short. But anyways, when he showed me that shit, y'all, I was just like, cause y'all, I'm telling you, I'm like that. Motherfucker be talking to me, I just be looking. You feel me? Cause I be listening, like, you know, like I want to hear, cause I can hear so many different ways, you know. But I never talked to that nigga again. He stayed in my building. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with you. You what you do? How you get that job? Not how he could have. What I don't give a fuck how he got, but how you Out of everything that you could have motherfucking, that's what you do. That's what you, I'm not with it. Oh, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to me first. I love me. I love me too much to go against my creation. I have the womb. Get the fuck up out of here. Fuck. I need that tree. I need those trees. Not just for oxygen. My children need those trees. I might not be able to heal my son, but he can go out to the tree and hug the tree, and the tree send the message, come 3 times. And all he have to do is touch and be there and be at peace and at ease, and it cure his dis-ease or disease. Like, man, you got me fucked up. You taking from my children, and then you plucking from my mother. You pluck thee. What's your motherfucker would try to come and walk up to me and take my purse? Fuck is you doing? Matter of fact, you could have the purse, but you and the purse is finna be laying the fuck down on the ground, all right? With a fucking chalk with your body carved the fuck out. You ain't taking shit. Okay, let's pull one card. Let's see what mama gonna say. So this is from mama, y'all. Mama said ancestors. Mama said it's from the ancestors. She said this message is from the ancestors. All right. It says, judgment closes our heart. The truth and what? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? That's crazy. Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. I feel like this, like, let me say not feel. Let me use the right words. This right here is like directly connected to you. Like maybe you made a decision or a choice that you're not happy, that you're not satisfied with, or that you like feel like, it's like, damn, I should have did this. Spirit is like, look, you will get another chance to make another decision. You were supposed to make that decision so that you can learn your soul calling. And now you can go and learn it in a different way. So perspective is significant. Your perspective is significant, and how you look at things, and, how you view you, right? Not the world, how you view you, right? Because it's a reflection, and you are a mirror, right? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down, and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. I am not what happened to me. Dang, that hit deep. I am who I chose to become. C.J. Jung wrote that. That's a trip because hella shit just... He says, I am not what happened to me. I am who I chose to become. That's a trip because that have a lot to do with... That's like directly connected to greed, decision making. Greed. You choose to be. You know what I'm saying? That's a trip. So, is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Okay, y'all have to excuse me. It's late too, and I'm hella channeling. I'm seeing hella shit right now. Forgiveness brings sweet release. What time is it? It's 3:48. Okay. Freedom and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become? And how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? It says, write a forgiveness letter, then practice the whole is it Aponopon? Is HO apostrophe OPON OPONO Oponino. I want to say it. Let me see. Is ha apana pon. I don't know. Prayer today. It's a prayer today while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And it's a trip because, like, I feel like this is something that only has something to do with you. It has nothing to do with you going to tell that person that. Because of your nature, you don't want people to feel, you know, unloved. You don't want people to feel like you are holding resentment towards them because you're not. You don't want, people that's close to you that you may not even, interact with anymore to feel like what they did is being held against them or anything like that. I feel like it's you and your, you know, how can I say it? It's like you're eager to address shit and, have a resolve with the individual. But I don't feel like this is like, I feel like this is more so you, and it's a trip because this is source, this is your higher self actually showing you and opening up a um a gift that you have. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift. It's you're able to speak and you're trusted because of your authenticity, because you're authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the heart, man, let me tell you something. The body can't lie. I ain't gonna even just say the heart. The body can't lie. Frequency can't lie to the universe. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, this has a lot to do with releasing and forgiving yourself for staying longer than you should. Forgiving yourself for feeling guilty for walking away. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving yourself for not allowing your children to be a part of maybe somebody's life and you feel like, damn, even though you may be this individual that took me through hella shit, I still can deal with you, but you know that that's not a safe space. You would like to have that relationship, and this could be on the lines of anybody. You can do it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't hold no resentment. You don't hold no hatred. The thing is a motherfucker will take you out. A motherfucker will take you out. And spirit know that. So spirit is like, look, and you need to do this. You can do it yourself. You can release however you do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just cord cutting. It's more so like how I'm feeling it's a certain frequency where spirit clears it. It's cleared in the court of law that this is it. So it's not being talked about anymore, and if it do come up, it's the healed version of you. You get what I'm saying? Um, you're not going into places that you no longer fit. You know what I'm saying? That you may even think about every once in a while. Spirit, like, that's fine, but you know that, you know, they abandoned you. They abandoned you. And I seen you. You know, I seen you in it. And I seen you not hold anything against them. You still, like, it's not even just love. It was still like, okay, well, what I'm saying, like, I can relate because I get it. But I'm gonna keep it a buck, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I literally, like, you know what I'm saying? And these past few days, because it's been a lot going on. But I'm like, you know, thinking to myself, like, damn, motherfuckers did this, and this, and that. I talked to somebody the other day, and, you know, we went back and forth on it. And then, but in the same time while I'm talking, I'm thinking, like, why am I talking about this shit? Like, you feel me? You got to get it out, though. Like, don't neglect yourself from talking. And it's nothing wrong with talking, but the thing is when it's a repetitive thing, and you are and it's becoming an emotion. It's becoming a fucking, you know what I'm saying? The energy get heavy, cause she did this. You feel me? I don't got no daddy. I ain't got no motherfucking daddy. These is probably kind of, you know, things that I'm talking about, like, you know, where you just like, it's heavy. You heavy. I felt the heaviness. Whew. That'll give a motherfucker a heart attack. But and that wasn't even, damn, that wasn't my energy. It left fast. That wasn't my energy. But I had to you know what I'm saying, exude that energy, because I know what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? Or even just talking about it because you want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? You want to be heard out. Spirit, like, I already heard you. Who else needs to hear you? You know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk about things, and I'm finna let y'all go for real. When you speak about things from the past, it don't matter how you talk about it. That energy shows up. That person's energy shows up. Now they're thinking about you, because you spoke on them and you were thinking about them. It's an energy exchange. They could be on the other side of the world. They can be going through some, they can be, I keep seeing shit. They could be going through some horrible shit, right? They can be going through some horrible shit. And now you feel the heaviness. You feel, you like, you know exactly what they going through. You was never, nah, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then I would call that too, that's crazy, because I that's how they do, and this is against spiritual laws, to monitor. We are not supposed to monitor people. We are not supposed to tap into people's energy. It has to be probable cause. Like, it's a certain way you have to do it. And then I'll tell you guys, like, okay, let's say I'm doing somebody reading. I can't tap into they significant other shit without their permission. I will get in a lot of you, in anybody, it don't matter. People do it all the time though. But so it's how you do it. So what I would say is, if I'm doing a woman's reading and the man come up and I want to see where his heart is, I would say, you know, Spirit, show me the man. How would Spirit, show me the man's heart for the woman that I'm reading, whoever she is, you know? Because if he has a heart, emotion towards her, then he's already connected himself. But just saying, okay, well, let me, because I can do that. I can do that all day. I can see, but I'm not supposed to tell you. That's like going into somebody's house or a shower or a bank account and disclosing information. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't want nobody to know how much money you got in the bank, or you wouldn't want nobody to know if you got gold bars in your house. You know what I'm saying? Because then, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's monitoring spirits and shit, and that's how motherfuckers get got. That's how you got to know. Because it ain't like they get penalized right then. Your ass will get got down and some more shit. If you guys want to know what down mean, that mean unalive in the hood. You get down and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to keep the intruders out, because the intruders are out. Relationships and all that shit. Protect what you love. Protect your home. For real. Protect your home, y'all. Please protect the children. Please protect your children. Don't be letting these men be around your kids that you done got with. Like, it ain't even cool to be getting with motherfuckers right now, because motherfuckers is already dialed into who they is. Like, come on, man. Like, and then if they move in with you, or and you start seeing, like, and you taking them around your kids, then that mean that you're not protecting the mother's children, because they not really, your kids. It's the great mother's children. And they were placed there for a reason, for you to protect. Okay? So I'm going to see y'all in a minute. Okay? Love, love, love. You said my mind is my heart, huh? Namaste, namaste. Okay, namaste mean the light in me, see the light in you. I appreciate you guys for coming here always. And for, you feel me? Like. And I'm going to see y'all in a minute. I'm sleepy. Shit, I'm going to go to sleep and get me some rest. It's freaking, what time is it? It's 3:59 in the morning. I'm seeing shit and shit. Well, it's not like that. It's not even the glasses. I always be seeing shit. It don't matter. I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute, all right? Bye. Oh, yeah, and when you go out, you are protected, okay? And remember that you are on a divine line, a protected line, all right? You can not get on a line like this. It's almost like the Matrix. You know when they get on the phone and shit? You know what I'm saying? But that was like a scene that was set up. This is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's so freaking, like, I don't know, mind-blowing to me how much and how connected we are to this archetype that has infinite wisdom and knowledge. It's sought out all over. You know what I'm saying? It's sought out. So that's why we have to protect ourselves, right? But as long as you know who the fuck you are, you good. If you know who you are, then you know. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't going around second guessing it. It's a covering. You have to be covered. Like, the universe have to cover you, because we need you to raise the frequency. You know what I'm saying? We are all needed in some type of kind of way. We need the robbers, we need the stealers, we need the hood niggas, we need all that, because it balances everything out. Now, is it something that we want going on? Do we want young children being abused and things like that? Absolutely not. It's certain things that absolutely are not or should not be happening. You know what I'm saying? But that's in the new world. The new world is here. We just are becoming. We just haven't, it's here though, but we just are still going through, but we can see it. Not everybody, but I can. Bye, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.